No classes for channeling dead spirits to gain their abilities? Now there is. Hello everyone, and welcome back down here to the Gamer's Den with me, your host, Jordan, your master of lore and storyteller extraordinaire, bringing you another episode of Fixing D20 Modern, today presenting for you a Homebrew class. Now, it's a class that it was kind of an off-the-cuff thing. It really hasn't been play-tested in any way, shape, or form with my group. The person who had been playing with this, it started off as just kind of like an added ability to their character. It wasn't really a fully fledged class, so this is not perfect. This definitely still needs a fair bit of work, but I thought you might be interested to see what homebrewing classes might look like. You take a concept, an idea, and then you just kind of hit the ground running with it and see how everything shakes out. So, to that end, let's go ahead and just get right on into it. But for you newcomers, go on down there, hit that subscribe button, and those of you who are regular members already, share and like the video far and wide. But now, to begin with, this advanced class I'm calling Medium, or the Medium. I want to say there might have been something of a similar name in the D20 Past book, but I don't know where I have my digital copy stashed at. I'll have to find it and see. So far, my research online doesn't really seem to have pulled anything up. But to begin with, for getting into the Medium Advanced class, the requirements are Concentration 6 ranks, Knowledge Religion or Arcana 6 ranks, and a base will save of +2. You get a D8 for hit points, 6 action points plus 1/2 your character level rounded down. You get 5 skill points per level plus your intelligence modifier. And your skill list is Concentration, Craft, Visual Art and Writing, Decipher Script, Investigate, Knowledge, Arcane Lore, Current Events, Pop Culture, Theology and Philosophy, Perception, Profession, Read, Write Language, Sense Motive, Treat Injury, and Speak Language. You have a base attack bonus that starts off at 0 and ends at a +5, so a fairly low to middling lowish progression. Fortitude saves, you start off at a 0 and end with a +3. Reflex saves, you get a 1 and end at a +4. And will saves, you get a nice +2 to start with and end at a really solid +7. Your class defense bonus, you get a 0 and go all the way up to a +3 by the time you hit level 10. Your reputation bonus, however, you start off at a +2 and end with a +5. But when it comes to class abilities, at first level you get Bonded Spirit. The Medium is able to channel and bind the spirit of a dead humanoid, taking on their knowledge and experiences. They may do so for a number of rounds equal to their Wisdom modifier plus their Medium class level. They may use the spirit's attack bonus, feats, and skill checks in place of their own. They cannot, however, use their stat modifiers, and the Medium may only use their own stats, so their strength, dexterity, constitution, those they have to keep. Those are their physical stats, those aren't anything that they can take on or change, so that all those statistics have to stay. Then, at level 2, they gain Spirit Empathy. The Medium gains a bonus equal to 1/2 their level on Bluff, Diplomacy, and Sense Motive checks when dealing with incorporeal undead. This ability may be used when negotiating with a humanoid spirit to bind them to the Medium. And then, at levels 3, 6, and 9, you gain bonus feats. The Medium may select a bonus feat from the following list: Armor Proficiency, Light, Attentive, Brawl, Deceptive, Dodge, Improved Initiative, Iron Will, Low Profile, Personal Firearms Proficiency, Renown, Simple Weapons Proficiency, Studious, Toughness, Trustworthy, and Windfall. Then at level 4 they gain Indomitable Will. Anytime the Medium must roll a will saving throw, they may roll twice and take the higher result. Level 5, they gain Ghostly Touch. The medium is now able to affect incorporeal creatures as if they were solid matter, able to touch, attack, and grapple them. In addition, they may spend an action point and be able to affect living targets as if the medium were incorporeal for a number of rounds equal to their medium level. And then turn resistance kicks in at level 7. While channeling a bonded spirit, the medium provides resistance to turn undead equal to 1/2 their medium class level. This bonus counts towards the number of hit dice the bonded spirit has for the purpose of determining turning check results. So if some sort of cleric or acolyte is trying to turn undead, that channeled spirit gains that bonus because they have such a close tie and willing bond with the medium that's channeling them. It's a sensible thing. It makes a fair bit of sense as well too. A living tether to the physical world would certainly be a helpful thing for some kind of a spirit to hang on and try to ride out something as destructive and forceful as a turning attempt. And then, kicking in at level 8, they gain Greater Channeling. The medium is now able to channel a bonded spirit's class abilities, including spellcasting. When determining caster level, count the medium class levels as the spirit's spellcasting level. So this expands their ability and repertoire to a point where I certainly can see an opportunity for a fair bit of breakage or abuse, but it's limited by a number of rounds per level. And you have to dedicate a fair bit into becoming a medium to get this. But at this point, you're a level 11 character, so gaining access to spellcasting and other class abilities is not necessarily game-breaking, especially since you're still dependent on a lot of your own stats. But as I said earlier, this hasn't really been play-tested a whole lot, so the possibility for game-breaking is there. It could be a significant amount, but it still seems like a fairly fun class to play around with and try out. And then, level 10, your capstone ability is Perfect Synergy. Select one spirit you have bound. That spirit no longer counts towards your daily bonded spirit limit. Additionally, the medium may channel a second bonded spirit while channeling the spirit they have perfect synergy with. So you can get two different spirits going at the same time. The one you are just so in sync and in tune with that it might as well be just a natural part of you, to the point that keeping it in place does not count against your daily limit, and you can get a second spirit going. So you can throw one in there to help round out some class skills or abilities that otherwise you don't have and the other spirit that you channel doesn't have. But remember, that second spirit will count against your daily channel limit. So that's the medium class that I've been dinking around with and toying around with. Certainly still needs a bit of work, a bit of thought, a bit of play testing. If you want to take this for your own and run with it and see how well it plays out, please do so and let me know in the comments below how things shake out. Certainly I'm very curious to get any feedback on this. Like I said, it's my first homebrew class that I've presented here. The other one is an explosives expert whose notes I still need to find, but as I mentioned last time around, I will be taking a little bit of a break from fixing D20 Modern. So, what do you think? Go on down into the comments below and let me know your thoughts. Hit that like or dislike button and let's engage in discussion down below. And if you're new here to the channel, go on down there, hit the subscribe button, and become a regular member here at the Gamers Den. Join that historic alumni. But with all that said, I've been your host, Jordan, your master of lore and storyteller extraordinaire. I thank you all so very much for your time, and you all have yourselves a good night.